Bam, let me make sure.
So you need room tone. Should we be silent for 10 seconds?
Wow. All right, so by popular demand, the Skyline Trail / what we brought / some thoughts about it from 4 of the 6 runners.
It's a majority. We have quorum.
We have quorum. Second, who's gonna second this meeting?
I second.
Perfect. So we went recently on the September long weekend and ran Skyline Trail, which is just outside of Jasper. It starts at Moline Lake and goes to Signal Mountain. And
Or the other way.
Or the other way, yeah. You can do both ways. People seem to only do one way.
There's a reason.
Because it's downhill, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's good reasons why
Okay.
you went one way.
So we did the way that everyone does, which is supposed to be 44.1 kilometers.
But they lied.
Yeah, like the national, Canada Parks is slightly wrong.
Yeah, they lied.
Yeah.
I clocked in at 46.23.
I was 46.07.
So it's a lie. So think 46, because if you think 44 like me, at the end you're really waiting for it, you start to hallucinate gates, which is a problem. So what did we choose? So shoes. I bought brand new Sauconys that look like they've been through the forest, and I love them. Really aggressive. I ran 46 kilometers or hobbled in brand new shoes, and they caused no foot issues for me. Really aggressive, these Peregrines, and yeah, I thought they were fantastic.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Peregrines?
No,
Saucony?
Saucony.
I don't know, isn't it?
There's a C in there. It's not Saucony? No? Or no?
I don't know.
I'm sure the comments will correct us.
Someone, what's the box? The box right there.
Saucony.
I always say Saucony.
Oh,
Yeah.
Saucony?
Saucony, Saucony.
These things, whatever these are, that's what I ran with. Anyone else want a shoe option?
I ran in the Solomon Sense Rides, as did Dave.
Yeah.
I broke mine in at Rundle's Revenge, so I got all my blister problems out of the way. So they were great now that they're broken in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the speed loop pulley
Yeah.
thingies. What'd you think?
Yeah.
They were good. The loops are kind of weird to get used to, but I like that how they have to retie them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus they tuck away in the little tongue. Perfect.
Fancy. Solomon.
And
We know how to say that one, right?
We do. And I have the
Solomon.
Hoka Speed Goat 2.
Speed goats.
Speed Goats.
Look at this. It's like you have like those shoes at the mall.
Like elevator shoes?
Yeah, exactly. They have this like really thick base on them. Like what are those shoes?
Like they strengthen your booty while you walk.
Yeah. Or the
It's
ab
all
one.
about the booty, right?
Yeah. So that's the 4 shoes, 2 of the same kind, and then 2 separate ones. So shoes, I think we're all happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Majority rule, Solomon's the best.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's just because you can pronounce it. That's all.
What do you want to pick next for an item?
What about packs?
Packs. Okay. Dave.
A giant 16-liter Black Diamond all-around day pack. It's very light. That's why I have it. So I can roll it up and put it in a backpack, so I don't have to carry like 2 packs all the time.
And it carried a lot.
Carries a lot. It has a hydration thing. Not enough zippers.
And you carried a lot.
I carried a lot.
Yeah.
You say it doesn't have enough zippers?
There's zippers, but there's not enough like loop hooks to loop the hook things into, to like clip
Oh.
things into.
What did you need to clip?
I don't know anything.
Okay.
Just stuff.
Just stuff.
Just general stuff.
Like a compass?
Yeah, like a compass or a map.
Oh, I forgot my compass.
Yeah.
Or
I went.
names and
I have the Ultimate Direction. I think this is called the SJ Ultra Vest. It's super light. It's super great. It's breathable. It does not have a lot of storage. It's definitely meant for minimalist kind of long distance and or maybe like some marathons or maybe races where you have pit stops, I think, because it doesn't have a lot of storage. And I went with just one of the new bladders. from Hydro Pack, which has this cool little split thing in it, so you can like reduce sloshing. That I didn't use because I wanted a full tank, so that's what I used. And I have a light one, and Donnie, you have like,
I don't know. I think it's like the Steve Jurek, I don't know, big pack or something like that. But it's like, yeah,
if you're lost in the woods, that's the pack for you.
yeah.
Not the race one.
You can put a hydration pack in there. There's for clothing. There's all kinds of other places for stuff.
You could lose like salt pack.
Yeah. Yeah, look, salt packs.
Sweet. And you've been running with your Nathan pack, right?
Yes, so I have I have no idea what it's called, but it is the lady version, which I highly recommend for the ladies to actually purchase a lady one because it's meant for your chest area. So I have a chest area. So it's got a 2-liter bladder, some pockets. I was able to put my jack on the outside, and then pockets in the front for bear spray and snacks, and
All that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, keys
Yeah.
or whatever you need.
a pocket knife.
Um,
We had a hunter who had a pocket knife.
Yeah, I also was
Yes.
carrying one.
knives. I don't know if we're
Knives.
supposed to carry knives, but maybe. That's what the bear song's for.
Yep.
So I suppose if we think about packs into nutrition, did you preload?
I didn't. I forgot to.
Okay, so I'm always a big fan of the Osmo preload, which is like a super dose of salt and magnesium and everything else. It's called the pre-exercise hyperhydration. And as a big sweater and someone who loses a lot of moisture, I find that this really helps avoid cramping. So I was the only person. You didn't preload? You didn't preload? Okay, perfect.
I often preload, and I recommend it.
Yeah. For my my actual water, outside of water, my liquids came through this Goo Roctane Ultra Endurance Lemon Berry, which is loaded up with amino acids and caffeine. You also had...
I had the same one, but in Summit tea.
Yeah, did you like the Summit tea at all?
I did. Yeah, I liked that it didn't taste like my gels.
Yeah, which can be sweet, right?
Sweet and fruity flavored. So
Yeah.
it's a nice kind of iced tea flavor. It's good.
Did you guys put anything in your...
I had a noon in mine.
Noon? Okay.
Dropped one.
I had the good old jet fuel.
Jet fuel, yeah. Jet fuel sounds like the funniest thing in the world, and I love when Donnie runs with it because it's Donnie's taking his jet fuel. So I quite like this. I had no issues drinking it. First time trying it again. This whole, I feel lucky that I don't have a lot of stomach problems. I don't know, do you have stomach problems ever? No? Do you have stomach issues?
But I
Yeah.
apparently do.
You do? Yeah, you do. You got
Yeah.
kind of woozy or
Nauseous.
nauseous. Sorry,
Yeah.
wrong word. So maybe give it a try. It's not cheap. There's only 12 servings in this package, which seems crazy to me, but
It doesn't mix very well,
no, it does not.
but
Yeah.
somehow it ended up mixing by the end. Like I
Yeah.
didn't get any clumps through my straw, so
Yeah.
I think it's all that bouncing around.
probably.
Yeah. Okay, food. I ordered a bulk pack, a sample pack of Honey Stinger gels and waffles. And I also brought RX bars. So that was kind of the main thing that I brought that was pre-made.
I had goo gels, a couple of the Roctane ones, which are for more endurance, more than 3.5 hours.
Yep.
The vanilla orange is delicious. It tastes like creamsicles.
So good.
I also had the Cliff Bar, peanut butter sandwich, and Snickers.
And rice cakes.
And Snickers.
rice.
And rice cakes.
Yeah, did you have any gels or anything?
Did not.
Any pre-made? No?
No.
Okay. So the only other thing
What did you eat?
I had a peanut butter sandwich,
Yeah.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich, triple stack,
Yeah.
and 3 rice cakes.
Okay.
So we all, outside of gels, except for Dave, we also decided to make peanut butter sandwiches, hoping that some part of the Skyline Trail we'd stop for lunch and enjoy a view. So we all made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with soft white bread and homemade jam though,
Yeah.
Yes.
and all natural peanut butter. So that was a great option to start with. And then we made rice cakes, which are super, I think, easily digestible. The carbs turn into sugars really well. It's all the rage in sort of long distance, especially cycling, but running as well. You wrap them in foil and you can make them savory or sweet. And I think they were pretty tasty.
I had them at the Notch.
Nice.
Yeah.
At the Death Notch.
Yeah.
On the
It
go?
seemed like the place to have it.
Did you have a rice cake on the go?
Yeah.
And you made them.
I did.
So what were they made with?
Sushi rice, rice vinegar, onions, red pepper, and black beans.
Yeah.
And then cumin and chili powder.
And so what I loved about the rice cakes was that my RX bars and my waffles basically turned rock hard because it was so friggin' cold out. And I think the wind, the way you have them in your pack, the wind was blowing against them, which made them not very edible or very easy, and my jaw hurt a lot. And the rice cakes stayed sticky and they hardened up a bit, but they were totally edible.
They were so good.
Yeah.
It was a nice difference from the gels, which are really sweet, and even the hydration.
Yeah.
To have something a little bit more savory.
Yeah. Did you eat enough?
Probably not, but
Yeah.
there was nowhere to stop. So.
Did you eat enough?
I think for the first part,
Yeah.
like we were pretty good at every kind of 45 minutes,
Yeah.
you know, kind of having somewhat of a snack.
Yeah.
But I think about after the halfway point, I think we kind of stopped that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I think my peanut butter sandwich even got a bit hard to eat. My hands, I couldn't feel my hands.
I ate mine on the run.
So it was cold, which I think is what we're getting at. For layers, I had Lululemon shorts, long sleeve Lululemon, and a Lululemon top, and then a really light Lululemon windbreaker, which is awesome, I think, in normal conditions because I sweat a lot, but it has 1,000 holes in it that the wind whipped through every chance it could. So I felt like I was pretty good for the most part. Outside of the heavy areas where it got really windy and really cold, I kept a long sleeve and a t-shirt on, which is really rare for me, and felt okay. So I feel like I was pretty decent with my clothing choices, outside of freezing to death at the Notch.
I pretty much had the same as you, but I think the only thing was gloves. Like,
Oh, yeah.
The gloves were like summer gloves,
Yeah,
and they were no good for the weather.
it was not summer on the Notch.
It was not summer.
You? What do you think about your clothing choice?
It was good. I think the thing that saved me was I wore those calf compression, which kind of made my legs not completely freeze off with my short shorts, but otherwise I was wearing a tank top, a Lululemon long sleeve, and then a windbreaker, which broke as much wind as it possibly could.
As a side note, we won those compression calf flings
Oh, yes.
at the River Valley
Valley,
Revenge.
yeah.
We were team number one,
Yeah.
aka we won the four-person.
It's not a race.
It's not a race. The the 50K last year. So, go team.
Go team.
How about you and your clothes?
I had icebreaker socks, thick ones,
of course
because I
you
like
did.
running them in my trail shoes, so my feet don't slide.
That is really the same.
Yeah. And
Baller.
yeah, and a long sleeve Patagonia with a little hook loop.
Wow. Dave's running a whole other level.
The hooks, so that it doesn't slide.
Yeah.
And my long sleeve, double long sleeve.
Wow.
Are you trying to get sponsored?
Yeah.
Did you have a windbreaker?
Patagonia and
I did, but it was like I did not want to stop,
Fair.
so I just kept going.
Good idea.
And like the double long sleeve, like it made me.
Yeah.
It got me through.
There was also no sun, but I wore these clear knockarounds, these customs that I ordered, and they were perfect to stop a bit of the wind coming in my eyes, which I think would have been worse. Wearing contacts, I probably would have dried my contacts out because the wind was so bad. So I feel like I quite liked the my clear glasses.
I wore my Ciale hat, which actually came in handy to avoid the pelting ice out of my face. So it was pulled down quite far to cover my eyes.
Yeah.
Plus, high visibility when it's whiteout conditions.
Yeah. Do you have a hat on? You didn't have a hat on.
I did not have my hat on. I just had my buff.
Oh yeah, also put a buff on.
I brought a toque too, but it was too cold to put it on. I was actually, seems ridiculous, but I was freezing and didn't want to take my hat off to put my toque on. So that's, Yeah, and I brought poles. You have your poles.
Yeah. Black Diamond.
Yeah, I have a Black Diamond pole too. And I quite liked it because I hurt myself 4 kilometers into it and then ran with poles for 42. So
I think they helped,
yeah.
especially going up to the notch.
Yeah, it was like we were mountain climbing at the notch because the dirt was frozen.
There's ice.
There was ice. There was wind.
It was a very steep cliff.
There was it was like this. Like
couldn't
you're like
tell.
climbing.
You couldn't tell how far down it went.
The path disappeared into
Yeah.
just hard footprints everywhere.
And that's where they were good.
Yeah.
Like you could jab them, into the hard pack because that part of the trail was kind of slanted down the hill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we had, right? That's the gist of it.
I think so.
Any thoughts about the run? Would you do it again?
No. Not
Don-
in one day.
Donnie?
Maybe the backpacking thing.
I don't know. Probably.
I would do it again. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do it again too, I think.
I don't think I'd do it rain or shine. I would do it in a shine.
I agree.
Yeah.
I would be more selective in
Yeah.
my day.
I'd run with Dave and bring my camera. Because I think it's so beautiful. And if you had a shine day
Yeah,
and
you'd
you were
see-
like, you knew it was going to be like a 10-hour day instead of like an 8, like you just
Yeah.
add a couple of hours to actually enjoy it, I think it'd be awesome.
But you would enjoy it more, right? You'd eat more.
Totally.
You'd
You'd
stop more.
Like fill up water at some of those lakes that were like clear. Like I think, it was so cold. I think the surprising thing is none of us filled up any water.
All those water filtration things were useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't have to use them.
They work great at the campsite.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's kind of the gear review, the food review, the hat review, the fueling, shoes, everything. Any other thoughts before we peace out on the YouTubes?
No.
Shout out to Ryan Luter. Hashtag fun with Ryan.
Hashtag
Hashtag
fun without Ryan.
Poor Ryan.